Oof. Bah. Hey. Wasabi. Wasabi means what's up, B? Just here checking audio real quick, guys. Making sure the feed's coming through real quick. Come on. All right. That sounded good. What a nice jam, right? I love talking about my friends, and this is Lynn Portis. Lynn Portis writing all the music for the Galvone's Produce, guys. Check out Galvone's Produce on the YouTube. Looking forward to coming out with a new episode real soon. I'm going to bring back some of the old characters, guys, for those purists back in the day. And Lynn just does all the music. This is from Miami, a bust. Come on down. When you're on the street bed, she's smoking. She dump. Lady Luck, maybe I'll play the whole song with the words, guys, by the great Tony Lauria. Maybe that's what I'll sing. I'll show tonight. I'll show the trailer. Interesting trailer. Well, getting a lot of feedback from people on Twitter right now. Nobody really, guys, just say that. They want to know what happened to What Exit last week. We didn't play. It was a jam-packed show last week, and look at it. We made it to another week. Big episode 5. And we're here at the beautiful The Office restaurant in Guttenberg, New Jersey, guys. 6800 Park Avenue. Right on the corner. Used to be the old Rainbow Lounge. Oh, I want to do that. But hey, hi. Well, might as well, from mistakes, the best things happen. Wow, looking awfully tan today. I don't know for what reason, but welcome, guys. Welcome to Chris from The Office, podcast about various subjects. We touch upon gossip, play a couple of games, and just surf the web, as the kids say, and see what's out there. Got a interesting little short for you to show. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Nikki Cass. Nikki Cass, very popular on TikTok and other forms of social media. Very funny young man. Has an Italian family and does all these sporting videos where he plays the coaches and stuff like that. I don't know. You might have seen him, but we'll check him out. As I like to do all the time, guys, right off in the beginning of the show, I like to talk about The Office and the Office menu. I have a hard copy of the menu right here, but we'll go on their Facebook page so you can see it right up. Let's see. Come over here. And let me hit The Office. How's your week, guys? I mean, a couple of gorgeous freaking days out there this week. Low temperatures, sunny, breezy. Today turned out to be a magnificent day. I was up in beautiful Oradell, New Jersey. I was hired to photograph and film the Bergen Catholic football team, and went very well. I had a great day up there. The sun was out, and the team was ready to play. Truth be known, guys, my nephew goes to Don Bosco, and they are the sworn enemies of Bergen Catholic. So I definitely have to hold myself back sometimes from saying "Go Bosco," but I do. Somehow I do. Welcome, everybody. Look at you, 2 people watching. I appreciate that. Let me put the invite out there. If anybody wants to join the show, come on in. Please be on your best behavior. I know how it is sometimes. You might bring on a stranger, and the next thing you know, something called porn, getting porn bombed. And we'll talk about that too. There's the link up there if you want to join the show, and I'll put another link somewhere else I'll put it on the YouTube, put it in the chat. I'll be going back and forth, guys, to see if anybody wants to join the show, talk to us. There it is. It's in the YouTube chat now. Guys, of course, please subscribe to the CDP network. It's growing leaps and bounds, guys. It's amazing. My subscription amount has been going up steadily, so that's pretty exciting. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to it. I'm going to put my banner up real quick, so it's constantly reminding you, join, please subscribe, please subscribe, please subscribe. Here it is. There it goes. No, here, show. Boom, and everything moves up. There we go, guys. Welcome. My 3 viewers. How exciting that you guys are here. Stop in and say hello. Thank you for the thumbs up. How fantastic. Appreciate that. So, yeah, guys, we're going to go through some of the menus here at the office. Why don't you come down? You can join us tonight. I believe tonight's going to be bingo night at the office. And how exciting it is winning prizes by just sitting at the bar or your seat while you're eating, and you can win things. That's kind of like a dream come true for me. I don't usually win things, but today I will. Yes, the weekly specials. Here we go, guys. Monday is Martini Monday. Let's show you that. There you go. Let me take my face off the screen here just for a second. And we'll go full screen on the menu so you could see it a little bit better. There we go. I'm still there. How about this one? Boom, boom, and boom. So, yeah, Martini Mondays. I mean, it says it all right there, guys, right? What's better than coming in and having a nice martini? I used to drink martinis all the time. You can get them for only $10, guys. You know, in the city, they go up over $20 for a martini. $20. Listen, I can understand, blah, blah, blah. You want one for half price? Come to Martini's Monday here at the office. They got Texas Tuesdays. They got ribs. I had amazing ribs, guys. I went to a family barbecue over the weekend, and my cousin Ronnie, I don't know, he made these amazing, amazing ribs. They're very good. I got to bring some and shared it with some special people. And also some linguine with meatballs. There was some of that. And, of course, there was... what was it? Some chicken, some great grilled chicken. I'm sure it was marinated and had some barbecue sauce on it. I enjoyed it a lot, guys. I enjoy eating. I don't know if you can tell by shape sometimes that I enjoy to eat. And, why not? We all have mouths and stomachs. We have to eat. So why not eat? But exercise is mucho importante, guys. I learned that probably the hard way, as they say. Thanks, Tony Livorno. Wow, watching it. I appreciate that, Tony. Listen, Tony, come on in. Say hello. Why not? And what else is going on? For Wednesday, they got, let me go full screen over here for me. Wednesday, Wing It Wednesday. So they got all different kinds of wings, garlic parmesan, Asian sesame, buffalo, but the typical, the usual suspects, as they say. And Surfside, koala. Not too familiar with that, but really try it. Domestic Thursday, guys, come in, get sliders. I'm sure the domestic beers are really cheap there. It is $4 for domestic beers. Spritzy Friday. I mean, who doesn't like limoncello? Definitely might have to get used to that flavor. I'm not exactly a big sour flavor guy. The rotten kids at school always give me those sour patch things, and it just kind of sucks the flavor right out of my mouth. And, your mouth just goes one of those things. And it's not very enjoyable, at least for me. Hey, listen, I understand. Some people enjoy it. I salute. You know what I'm saying? And that's the weekly specials. We'll move on. We'll do a little bit of what else they have to offer. Oh, look, is it that easy? Come on, guys, this is amazing. Nightcap happy hour. Who has a happy hour at night? I don't see it too often. In fact, I don't know if I've ever seen it before. But here at the office, they have a nightcap happy hour Monday through Friday, 10 p.m. to midnight. You get $3 domestic beers, $5 imported beers, $7 drinks. And again, those specialty cocktails are only $10. So listen. Maybe you're home at night. You can't fall asleep. You live close by, even if you live an hour away. Come on, it's worth it for these cheap beers. And you're kind of bored. Come on down to the office, have a beer. They got great TV monitors. You can watch some sports or whatever they got going. Have a cheap beer. Maybe run into an old friend of yours. You know how Hudson County is, guys. We're all about 1 degree separation from anybody. You can go up to some random person and ask them if they know somebody, Joe Baloney and Carney, and maybe they will. Maybe 2 separations of a degree. But that's what I learned growing up in Hudson County, man. Everybody knows everybody, and it's one big sort of happy family. I mean, what family isn't happy, guys? What family doesn't have any problems, I should say. Sometimes it's tough, the family life. Sometimes you have a great looking brother, and it's not very easy. But I digress. So let's keep on moving along. Domestic beers, and then we have the happy hour stuff. You got the wings, you got galamad, you got mussels, clams. This is Monday through Friday, 3 to 6. Happy hours, guys. You got clams, sliders, meatballs, empanadas, garlic shrimp, flatbread, fries. I think tonight I'm going to try maybe I'll get empanadas. Maybe I'll try the beef and chicken empanadas. Gotta watch the cheese, guys. As your body gets older, sometimes your body can't really process some of the things. Capiche? I'll just leave that there also. As you can see, there's the bar area back there. People are going to start trickling in soon to play bingo. I believe that starts in about less than an hour. And let me just fly through here real quick. Let's get to the entrees. There's the happy hour again. Is the starters. We went to a burrata. And here's the entrees. I had that dried aged burger, just delicious, guys. The juiciest, thickest burgers you can get here. You got a steak sandwich. Maybe I'll try that. I'm not sure. Chicken Parmesan is probably the amazing sauce that they have. Linguine white clam sauce. Chicken Di Lorenzo, made by the great chef here, Jesse Di Lorenzo. It's his menu. I ran into him the other day here. He's revising his menu, so he always switching things up, trading stuff out. The great Wayne Zitt works the bar in the afternoon. We have beautiful Caitlin working the bar right now, and we got. Oh, did I say the B word? Chicken Milanese. Fried chicken sandwich, salmon, New York strip, and exactly has all the sides. They got the mac and cheese, they got the spinach, potatoes, potato fries, asparagus, guys. Asparagus is really good for you, and you can add on shrimp, salmon, and chicken to anything you want. And so let's start in. Let's come full screen real quick. I'm going to start talking about a few things I had written down back. I had one brainstorming here now, guys. DabbleCon. I don't know, guys. We talked about Dabble, the Dabbleverse. I'll give you a quick summary. Stuttering John, the funny guy from the Howard Stern show, always asked those rude questions to celebrities on the red carpet. And from the Tonight Show, he was the announcer for the Tonight Show. And now he's doing a podcast. And what some people have started doing was taking his podcast, re-airing it on their podcast, and making fun of him. And some people would say it's easy to make fun of John. He's very arrogant. Sometimes he doesn't tell the truth very often. But be that as it may, as they say, thank you for another thumbs up, 2 thumbs up, and 3 people watching. Guys, stop in, say hello. Join the show if you want. We're going to play a game later on. Maybe you can participate. So yeah, we had the DabbleCon. I got to watch out what I show. I got striked last week because I showed the Olympics, and I had to ask you two to put the video back up. But DabbleCon was great. Just what it sounds like. It was a convention of all the shows that are on the Dabbleverse, and they talked about Stuttering John and just made fun of him. And it was really funny. I bought the stream. They had it up in Rochester, New York. You can either drive 6 hours to Rochester and see it live, which a lot of people did. The turnout was great. But I bought the stream, and watched it over the weekend when I can. And it was very convenient. And all the shows where they had Cardiff Electric, his show, I think it was called Potato Soup, and he puts a filter on. He looks like a potato with headphones on. And then there was Who Are These Podcasts? The ones who started the Dabbleverse, at least the first ones to air John's show and make fun of him. And then, of course, the great Uncle Rico show, my favorite show overall on the airwaves. Just really funny with Shuli Agar, Bob Levy, Mike Morse, and Anthony Zenhauser. I can't tell you his nickname, guys. What am I going to do? But it was very funny. I love the show, and they do a great job. The production quality, they got um, Frog in the back, Joe, and they got Don. And hello, Don. And they're really funny. The production quality is just amazing. I think that show really is pushing the envelope on how good a podcast can be with bringing videos in, having graphics, and just going behind the scenes kind of and bringing the people in the back onto the show. Not really showing them, but in fact, they do have their own show, Joe and Don. I checked it out. It was very funny. They did a great job. I think they went about 4 hours, and they made it a lot of do re mi because of the loyal listeners of the Uncle Rico show. So check that out, guys. Just go on YouTube. You could look at some of the links on YouTube. Just go in there, search, and put Uncle Rico, and you'll find it. They have the shows are for free. If you feel obliged to give them a super chat, which is they read your message on the air live, so you're actually interactive with the show, where they can actually read your message and react to it. You give them a couple of dollars, anything from $2 to $100, $200. You can give whatever they want, and they're very appreciative of it. And they give me hours and hours and hours of entertainment. It's really the only thing I watch right now when I have time, and it's just you just put it on, and it's just so funny. But check that out, guys. Check out the Dabbleverse Uncle Rico show. And it was a big turnout, big successful thing. Somebody, I want to talk about it. Porn bombing. That's something that happens when someone, I guess, they hack into your account and they show some dirty video, and then you get a strike on it, and that's how they kind of get you back for just being mean. If they don't like who you are, they could. So please don't anybody porn bomb me tonight. I'm not. Guys, I go way back in Hudson County. On my shoulders, am I like sitting tilted? Yeah, if you know how to do it, I don't know. Just don't do it, please. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. But yeah, so that's a DabbleCon. Very successful, and congratulations to those guys and the DabbleCon. Again, a message from Tina. Okay, Thursday, you got it. Fantastic. Hopefully, we go. Guys, I went fishing recently. I didn't tell this story. So I'm going fishing, and it is kind of dangerous fishing. That hook is very sharp, and it goes flying back and forth very often. Sometimes you got to secure it on the little loop when you're walking around and kind of hook it on there. But sometimes it's just flying around free. So me being the person I am, not the most coordinated person sometimes, but I was very, very careful on using the hook and baiting the hook, and I had a great day until the end of the day. And we were kind of packing up, and I guess the line was not secured, and I thought it was, and it was dragging behind me. And sure enough, just like a movie, some lady comes driving by, and the friggin' hook hooks onto her. Thank God I did get hooked onto her bike and not her face. And she went about another 10 to 20 feet. And let me make my order right now. What do I want to try? I'm so sorry. I said I wanted to try something tonight. What was it? Oh, the empanadas. Yeah. Uh, I have 2 beef and 1 chicken. Is that cool? Thank you, dear. Put my order in with Caitlin. I'm gonna get three empanadas, guys. I hope I could do it. There we go. Yes, Michael Ciccarelli checking in. Amazing food there. Absolutely, Michael. Michael, he's on Facebook, and I believe he's on YouTube. At least trying to get on YouTube. Michael makes videos. He gets thousands and thousands of views, guys. He's a very funny guy too. He loves to eat. Real Kate, hello. Real Kate, hello. Mike, so I was in Coney Island recently, Michael, and I was walking past the stadium out there, and they have a memorial up of the 9/11 soldiers that passed away and stuff, and Chris's picture was up there, his thing. I'm going to get it up there real quick. Let me find. I took a picture. I was going to send it to you, but let me put it up there, guys, and we'll talk about Chris Amoroso. I don't know him at all, guys. I just tell Kate. Oh, absolutely, Kate. I think she's in the kitchen right now, but I will. His last video, 120,000 views. Mike, what was the video? So Mike goes to different restaurants, and he kind of like a man on the street. You know, he'll see something interesting, and he'll just start. Yeah, you saw. Okay, so you saw that. You saw that plaque, huh? I'll put that up though. I'll put it up. Let me email it to you. Oh my God! Oh, holy smokes! Let me turn the camera around, guys. You talk about a surprise. Look at the great Silvana Mastrolia and Greg Decos is here. They're going to join the show, probably have something to eat. Thank you so much for coming. Holy cow. What a surprise. What's up, brother? Oh my God, that's great. Go get it. I got what I want. I just ordered some empanadas that we'll share. You could sit here, or you could sit here. You want to come on camera? You don't have to. No, you could shut the camera off. You could just sit here. Oh, you know what? Go over there. That's all right. I'm not going to argue with them. Wow, what a surprise, guys! From the great show Gavon's Produce, and he got 18,000 views from eating at Coney Island. Yeah, I mean, guys, that's another thing I have written down about going to Coney Island. If you haven't been down there, check it out, guys. It is new and improved. I know the residents of Coney Island were trying to fight that they didn't want it to become so popular. I don't, maybe not so popular, but they just didn't want the hustle and bust. They wanted to keep it old Coney Island, and you know, it's tough to do it when people want to, upgrade and money is involved and they start owning property. So they made a deal, I think, to keep a certain amount of spaces the same, that they don't have to change Coney Island too much. But yeah, go check it out. They got the Wonder Wheel down there, a great big. It's not really a Ferris wheel, guys, because they have It's like a Ferris wheel and a roller coaster at the same time. They have moving carts, moving, and it's some. Most of the time people bring their friends and don't tell them that they're in a moving cart, and then so all of a sudden, at a certain angle, yeah, Michael. I mean, what's better than Coney Island, man? People say, oh, whatever, it's a ghetto and stuff like that. Hey, it's a city beach. And what do you expect? And why can't, people who live in the city go to a beach? What is it? We'll have to be, go to the Hamptons if you don't like it, or go down the shore, go to the LBI. If you want to see something historic that's been around for a long time, I mean, who hasn't seen the movie, yeah, no crime. Tons of cops down there. Make sure you see families pushing around. Thank you, Michael. Carriages and stuff. There's babies down there. Yeah, people are so quick to put stuff down. Yeah, maybe back in the day, guys. You've seen the movie Warriors, and Warriors was made in the late '70s, early '80s, I believe, and it really shows the end of the movie is down in Coney Island, and it just looks, it looks kind of run down and stuff. And what are you supposed to do? Not improve it? You just let it go to waste? It's not a good thing. But around the corner pizzeria, I told you, there no cash, only credit. Cannot eat inside. Hey, what pizzeria is that? I don't know. There's some chain restaurants down there. I know. I went to I forget a chicken and beef, chicken and burger down there. Had a good time. That was a fun night. And my uncle had a ducky in that movie. And the baseball was a ducky. Oh, wow. Yeah, The Warrior is just a tremendous movie. If you're into the no pizza place, been there for 100. I thought that what was that the chain Brown? I don't know, Michael. There was some famous name of a pizzeria. Salute, guys. So I emailed that picture to myself. Oh, not yet. And I'll show a picture of Chris, and maybe I'll show that famous picture of him also. Let me call up my email right while I'm still talking. Let's go on Facebook to see what's happening. What a beautiful surprise, my beautiful friends. Uh, Rose Ruiz, thanks for watching. Darian Caneo, great Tech High School alumni, great family, the Caneo family from West New York. Fantastic. Let me see what. Give it one more. Rose time. Ruiz, thanks for watching. Oh God, I'm watching myself. Great family, the Caneo family from West. Fantastic. Let me close that out. I'm here at 3 shows at once. Kathy Dillon, wife of the great late Bill Dillon. Bill was a great coach in West New York. He ran the recreation center, hired me to work there for many years. Had a lot of great times going down to Tom's River and going crabbing with Bill Dillon, and always brought down like 4 or 5 guys. Bumper, a guy named Nicky. All these people used to go down there. Part of my history was going and hanging out with Bill Dillon. Staple that family. Yeah. Mike, I'm probably next week. I'm going to stop down there. I'll try and let you know. But again, Mike, I got to get you on film. We got to record you and Greg and Luca, the great Mike Hennessy. We got to finish this episode so we could do another one. So yeah, where was I? Let me get that picture of Chris Amorosa. So Chris was, I think he worked at the Tactical Response Bureau, and on 9/11, and unfortunately he passed away. And I'm sure they always have a benefit for him. A big, they play cornhole, and they have a party in remembrance of him and another individual. Michael, what's the other individual's name? I forget. I'm sorry. But let me try and get this up, and I'll show you this plaque of Chris that they have down at the stadium. It's where the Mets farm team down in Coney Island plays. And let's see. I'm going to remove here. Now I'll present here. Guys, stop in, say hello. There's no way I can join. What the link is up on the chat, Michael, and it's on the Facebook if you could see it. I think it's still. Let me just share this real quick. Present, share screen, and here's Chris Amoroso, I believe from North Bergen, legend, and they have a nice plaque of him. Let me go full screen on Chris. We speak your name, Chris. The anniversary of 9/11 is coming up, guys. It's a really, really tough day, especially, for people around here, for people all over New Jersey and Connecticut and the 5 boroughs. So many people, work there from this area. And it was kind of like that day was weird because you didn't know who your friends were or who you knew that worked in those buildings sometimes. And it was such, it's just not those buildings. There's a mall down there underneath the buildings and stuff. Just tons of stores, tons of stuff that goes on there. And I know there was a TKTS there. So people could have been Okay. Oh, here we go, Michael. I just heard you come in. Thank you so much. Oh, beautiful. Awesome. Thank you. Guys, I got my empanadas. They look fantastic. Uh, Here we go, Michael. Oh, you commented. How can't you see if you comment? No, no. But there's Chris. I thought we were friends, Michael. I don't see a friendship invitation. Let me see. Let me type your name in real quick. So yeah, where's I? So we really didn't know who was there. You didn't know. In a couple of hours if someone was going to come up. I'll follow you here, Michael. Does that work? I see your name come up. I'll see if I can find another one. Is that you too? And so that whole day, guys, was just like you're waiting for somebody name to come up. And fortunately, I really didn't know anybody personally. I think Chris was the closest one, and I didn't know Christopher Amoroso at all. But I knew a lot of people who knew him. And very sad day, very sad, horrible. Um, Sometimes around this time, I kind of asked people what they were doing when they found out, and I was sleeping at the time, and at that point, I was living with my brother, and he was up already, and he came into my room, and he was kicking the frame of my bed, waking me up, and I'll never forget. Uh, he said they're flying planes into the World Trade Center, and I was like, huh? I could that name just didn't make sense. That the sentence didn't make sense to me. And after I snapped out of it, he told me after the uh, send me a request, Michael. I don't see it. I don't know what to tell you. Um, and he woke up, and I put the TV on right away. I put the Today Show on, I believe, and then I put the Howard Stern show on, and I was listening to Howard Stern while I was watching the TV, and just watched everything happen. And that was that. Um, and sometimes, guys, I went to a comedy club once, even like during the summer and stuff, and a comedian up there, and of course they crack a 9/11 joke in New York City, and it's like, do these people understand that their audience are people who live in the area in New York City? And maybe they lost somebody at 9/11, and next thing you know, there's a comedian up there cracking jokes. It's just not something to joke about, you know. I don't know. In my book, everybody says you can find humor in everything, but I don't know. I think that's just a cop out. But the last time, guys, Christopher Amoroso, we speak your name. God bless you, and God bless your family and all your friends. So let's go back full screen. We'll slow it down a little. Guys, here's the empanadas. Oh, there's the famous Silvana Mastrolia laugh, guys. Known famous. She's famous in New Jersey. I don't know if you know that. Here she is. Isn't she beautiful? She got her hair do, her hair done, hair do. It looks. Salute, salute. And her handsome boyfriend enjoying a salute. I'm so happy. Thank you, guys. Big fans. Subscribe to the CTV network. They're playing bingo, lady. Can make so sure. You should have seen. I came home. I came here the other afternoon. There were about 30 people in here hanging out. You just don't know what you're gonna find here at the office. Holy! let me plug. Let me plug that in. Yeah, yeah. Well, it can't be starting a ruckus either. I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah. Be classy. I mean, you could tell. I tell Savannah. Yeah, I mean, if she goes to a comedy club, the comedians are gonna love her because she'll just laugh constantly. I'm sure. Really, the great Joe Conti. Joe Conti. I see he's doing a lot of work. Yeah, and he's on the Bob Levy network on YouTube. He does a show on. Yeah, you ready? Yeah, come on in, guys. From the live from Jersey show with Silvana and Chris. I am so happy to bring on my co-host Silvana Mastrolia, uh, actress. Some would call her a ractress. Uh, there she is. She's fixing her hair. She's sitting back down. We're going to go to a two shot. What a surprise to have. You look fantastic. I really, the hair is awesome. Really? Oh, did you get the serial number of the lawnmower that went over it? No, guys, I'm only kidding. I love Silva. Nah, if you'll be fine. If you can hear me, you'll be good. Beautiful. There's the beautiful Kate. Kayla, Michael Ciccarelli said hello. Yes, Michael, Kate says hello. So, yes. Uh huh. It's been a while. Last time I saw you, we hung out for a little while after you. I think the day you got that beautiful haircut. What do you? Did you? Oh my God. Uh huh. Wait a second. Let me make sure we're getting audio on you because I don't want to miss a syllable. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have to talk to Greg about that. So, what are we hearing? Something over there? Oh, I see. Boom. Gotcha. Now you can hear you loud and clear. You're good. Let me just mute over here. Let me just mute over here.
What are we doing?
We're not doing anything. We're not doing anything. I saw that Jerry is going to be doing something soon. Is that true?
Yes. He's doing something always.
Really?
He's always
Really?
doing something. Come on.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
He-
He's always got something up his sleeve. He's
Can you see
yeah.
yourself there or no?
Can you see yourself there or no?
Okay, cool.
Yes, I can.
Okay, cool.
All right, just checking.
All right, just
So,
checking.
So,
yeah, I like this
So-
song though.
all right,
So tell us about back in the day, Silvano. I know. I'm so every time I bring up back in the day, you get upset at me.
I still have. I'm the best version of myself.
Really?
Absolutely.
Really?
Right now, you're the best version.
Right now,
of
you're the
yourself.
best version of yourself.
I'm getting.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting.
Okay.
I mean, not
I think we're all trying to get.
in my mind. You know, in my mind.
That's a crazy place.
That's a crazy place.
In my mind. I don't know. You know, I have just like such a clear vision
Listen.
of life and what's
We're
important
constantly.
Yes.
and what
Yes.
I need the most, and it's so liberating. Yeah, and I guess I used
Right.
to be a little bit more connected to the flesh and what everybody thought, and now I just don't give a.
Well, that's a good place.
Well,
to
that's
be.
a good place to be.
You know.
I hear you.
I hear you.
It's tough
It's tough sometimes,
sometimes.
but when you get to that
where you
place where you really just
say, okay, I don't care.
okay, I don't care. I had enough, and I got to just relax and be happy. It kind of centers you,
I've always been myself, but except like now, being alive on the earth and walking more and more, seeing and feeling, the ups, the downs, the ins and outs, and the times that you share with your family and friends, and losing people, and the experience of walking the earth for just a longer period of time gives me the most love
Yeah.
that I've ever felt in my heart.
Right.
So my heart has been more open, stretched open, broken, open in so many ways. And the light still always shines through. So that's a thing. Don't get bitter.
Well, sometimes you got to look for the light. You can't be passive and just expect the light to be right in your face. You got to be open to it. It's really easy not to see the light and avoid it and ignore it.
Well, the light is just this. Be a good person. Do good deeds.
Well-
Smile. Everybody's going through something. Everyone we see is going through their own unique human experience. And so there's struggles in every way. It could be, financially, health-wise. I mean, health is the greatest wealth of all. Because if you don't have that, you don't have anything. And then if you smile at one another, listen, I some days I am just like a raging lunatic. I want to be crazy and mean and insane. You should hear the swear words out of my mouth.
Out of your mouth?
Move, around.
River Road is a mess.
River Road is a mess.
once
Yeah,
got
I mean,
pulled over by
it's
the cop on River Road that was in front of me because I was like, from behind, and he saw me. He pulled over, and then he pulled me over.
You saw a cop in front of you.
you saw a cop in front of you, and you're going.
He was
Oh, okay.
in a Ford truck, guys. So black unmarked.
You gotta look out.
Guys, be on the lookout for an unmarked Ford truck when you're on River Road.
And then,
Don't get excited in your car.
And don't get excited in your car. I guess it's against the law now.
well, he baited me.
Yeah.
He was going like 15 and a
Yeah.
25. A little bit. Oh, buddy. Then he pulled over a little bit like this. And I went around him. And then lightly I saw on the side, like lightly painted.
Yeah.
Like police.
Yeah.
Kind of like the same color.
Kind of like the same color as the car.
Anyhow, I was on I just like started screaming. I was like, whatever. The car was new. So I didn't have like the latest registration. And I was like, oh my God. So I had to pull
So the car was
Beeper.
So the car was new, and you didn't have the latest
Or
registration.
like-
I don't. It don't matter. It
Oh,
don't
wow,
matter.
the cop's still there. I was like, hold on.
The guy's at work, and you're calling him,
I'm
saying
like,
I'm pulled
like,
over.
Cop just pulled me over, and he baited me. I was like, didn't you just bait me? Did you just bait me? And he had his police cam
Oh, you pulled them out on.
Oh, you pulled him out on it.
on. Like,
Oh, my
ma'am,
God.
I can't, if you have a problem, call this number or whatever. Ticket.
Yeah.
And I was like, you baited me and all that, all this stuff.
Yeah, I don't know.
But in
Yeah,
the
I
end,
don't know.
I didn't want the point. It was 2 points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get the point
Yeah.
because it was my first time.
Yeah.
But
I got cut off by a cop one.
Beep. If you see a Ford in front of you, it's not going like that.
Yeah. You can't embarrass a cop or anything like that. You know, they.
I didn't know it was the cop because obviously I wouldn't have done that, but I did have to get to work. And it was River Road, which is only one lane, and they won't stop building buildings because I'm in Edgewater on River Road.
Yeah.
Which just had a
Right,
water
right.
break, and then they couldn't repair it. So the one on Route 5 Road
Oh,
into Cliffside Park.
Oh,
And then
right.
shut that whole site.
there's
yeah. There's only
only a certain amount.
there's only a certain amount of roads that go from the river up to the cliff, and when one gets closed, forget it. You know, it's just like bottlenecked, and let alone the volume down there of so many cars. And those apartment buildings, they look like casinos. That one thing looks like
Yeah.
what's the name of that one? The Alexander. Just looks like a casino. And the one where Judy used to live. What was that?
But there was another one.
I forget.
That one.
There was another one. That one at least looks a little normal,
Casino.
normally placed. The one that looks like a casino just looks so out of place. It looks like it should be in Vegas. It looks fake, you know, the fountain and all of that
Every time
stuff.
I drive
You know
by,
that one.
I don't know if I can.
Yeah.
The windows are a little too small,
Mhm.
but I never went in,
Mhm.
so I don't know. But I want to.
No.
Have you been in?
Me too.
I thought it was a casino, but first I go down.
I thought it was a casino, but wow, they're building a casino.
Yeah,
This had the round thing.
it looks totally.
Yeah, yeah.
One
Yeah.
minute.
This looks totally out of place. I don't know.
Who's watching? Fellas?
You
wanna talk?
I don't know who's watching, but we have a bunch of
What do you want to
watchers.
talk about? I want to talk about how. Oh, okay. No, I don't want to complain about how the streets are flooded.
Oh, okay, two of them.
Who wants to talk about something fun? Great. What's your topic?
Listen, I have.
You want to talk about something? Listen, I have a whole list of
Hello, dog.
topics
I
there.
was so happy.
Is that
You want me to badmouth Ben Affleck? I was so happy. I was so surprised.
I don't think I ever had a banana in my pocket when I saw you.
I don't think I ever had a banana in my pocket when I saw you.
Or like a great
How dare you.
raisin.
Oh, we got 8 likes though.
All right.
Raisin
right.
fries.
Oh,
That's so boring.
Oh, boy.
Ridiculous.
I don't even want to start talking about tacos.
You
Oh
want
my
Um,
God,
you want me to talk about something happy?
Weird guy.
It's here. It's some of it's coming right now.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Greg, why don't you come on over in the shot and bring a little tea
hope-
time to
I
us.
hope Greg comes over, but let him get ready over there.
Welcome over.
He'll come over.
Something happy you want to talk about?
Something happy you want to talk about?
How
Something
about all
happy?
these deaths
How about
that
all
are
these
going
deaths that
on?
are going on? Did you hear Phil Donahue passed
Did
away?
you hear that
Did you hear that Bob Newhart passed
Yeah.
away?
Well, that was
And did you know Shannon Doherty?
How sad that is.
Yeah.
How sad that is. 53 years old.
How did she pass away?
How did she pass away? Do you
Yeah,
know?
she had cancer.
Did she?
She had breast cancer.
Unbelievable.
Jeez.
Breast cancer. Jesus
So a
Christ.
shout out to all of those fighting a fight and sending prayers and love your way. You know, there's a lot of that going on, and I have some, some people in my personal circle that have been diagnosed, and that's a whole other topic. We're getting diagnosed and dying younger
Yeah.
and younger, and it actually made the news about cancer, but
Yeah.
that's a depressing topic.
I
You talk about
I
these
know.
sad things on this show.
Kind of like, just
Reality.
It was kind of like, I just wanted to be, yes, we could talk
all the
about.
time.
Well, I wanted
Ding
to talk
dong,
about,
ding. I'm trying
Well, I
be
wanted to
happy
talk
while-
about,
okay, I think I was in the middle of a
Okay, I
story
think
when you came
I was in the middle of a
about going
story
fishing.
when you came in
Oh, okay. Let's talk
about going fishing.
And, so I was very careful.
Yes, and
I'll be going
so
fishing.
I was very
He goes
careful.
fishing in big
Have you gone
boats.
fishing?
I kind of listen.
I-
Whenever I go fishing, and then
I
like, sometimes the smell of if people catch a lot of fish.
Mm.
It saddens me.
Mhm.
It also saddens me to see the little fish struggling. If you catch, I even catching the weeds is so hard because I'm like, you just put that hook right into their mouth and you pick them up and you're like, and they're holding
Yeah.
on for dear life.
Yeah.
These poor little fish.
Yeah.
Flapping around.
Yeah.
Flapping
And they're like,
around.
I want to take you home and eat you now.
And that's it.
And that's it.
I guess, that's what happened.
I guess
And
that's
throw
what
it in a
happens,
bucket
and I don't know
and
how
you
much.
wash them, take them out, last breath, and they're like this.
Is it a happy subject? I'm sorry.
Was this a happy subject? I'm sorry. This is what you want to talk
I know,
about?
next thing you know, you're getting gutted.
I know. Next thing you know, you're getting gutted.
Oh,
Oh,
Fishing back
I mean, I remember going fishing back in the day. but-
So I haven't gone fishing in a long time.
So I haven't gone fishing in a long time, Savannah.
And, I know how
And
to fish.
I know how to fish, but I didn't know how to fish. I forgot, lining. I had to put the line through, getting the hook on, get the sinkers, the lures. So I was really careful because that hook just flies around if it's not attached to one of the loops. So, a couple of times I might have, gotten a little poked in the arm or, So I'm really careful with fishing. We're having a good time. We're packing up to go, and the line was loose, and I didn't know it got behind me. Some lady is on a bicycle. She drives by and it hooks onto the bicycle.
Thank God.
Yeah, not her eyeball or something. You know what I mean?
Nipple would be exciting. Eyeball.
Oh my God!
Horrible. So she
Horrible.
stops. The bike
So she
stops.
stops. The bike stops. The pole goes flying. Gets pulled, and I'm like, "What the?" Because I couldn't believe that I forgot to hook the thing. So I was like, "Oh my God, was that me? Was that me?" And I started, fixing it, and there's some other guy fishing, and he's seeing what's happening, and he looked like a seasoned fisherman. So he was like, "Look at this." And I looked at him. I said, "Oh, is that your line?" And he goes, "No." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." I was ready to blame him for it. But I grabbed his leg, and thank God the lady, she was very nice, and it looked like it happened to her like every day, you know what I mean? And she just went off, and I took care of it, but not a pleasant experience. I was very worried for the lady. Thank God.
So
It
well.
went so well.
Gee, do I know it was Silvana Mastrolia?
Gee, do I know it was Silvana Mastrolia?
But I've gone fishing a few
But I-
times after that.
But I've gone fishing a few times after that, a couple of times more, and had a great experience. It was a lot of fun. We haven't caught a fish yet, but we're trying. We're giving it a good shot,
Who's reading?
and I'll be going again soon too. Uh,
Come on. Is that another fishing so alone?
my fisherman friend.
I thought you like by
I have
yourself.
friends that go fishing.
I have friends who go fishing.
with your lonely rod.
Yes,
And we're learning to cast very well.
and we're learning to cast very well, and no accidents. Oh, what's this?
I am gonna go fishing.
Oh, my camera went off. I'm so sorry. Let me start this camera again. Have you gone fishing? Have you ever gone fishing with? I remember you told me you had a few stories about fishing with Taki. Taki? You never gone fishing with Taki Grab? What's his name? Taki Dallas. Yes, I know he owns the boat
Beautiful brigantine.
down in beautiful Brigantine.
I have gone fishing, and my favorite part is putting up the sign saying "God fishing." Other than that, I mean, I don't like the smell. If there's a whole boatload of fish,
I'm sure there's a smell.
I'm sure it smells worse if you.
I'm sure it smells worse if you catch fish, but we haven't caught anything. Once we
Once
forgot to bring something to put the fish in.
You're not a bad fisherman. You just need to know when the fish are coming in. And that's a sad part of the trap. Run for your lives, little fishies. Or rather, swim
I don't
for
know.
your lives. Because there's
There's
always
little-
someone fishing for you.
And look at that lady.
And look at that lady. She knows exactly what she's talking about. She's put how many fishing hours do you have under your belt, as they say, Savannah? Thousands? 10,000?
No, it's all in my head.
Yeah.
And I understand it because
That's about the only thing.
No, I
I'm
mean,
so sorry.
I did a lot of fishing in
Say it.
Brigantine with my father.
Yeah.
So all his friends, when he would go out there and like come home and not catch anything or whatever, I would be like, oh, this, these pool of fish did not swim in today, but usually they swim in pools of fish.
Right.
So when they're migrating,
Right.
to wherever they're going to, comes a lot of them.
Right.
So all together,
Right.
when when the fishermen know when.
Right.
There's a lot of
Right.
we took like boat rides with professional fishermen.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
they would tell us
Charter
when,
boats and
yeah,
stuff.
when they were
Yeah.
coming in.
Oh, Greggy. The great Greg Askley's guys just walked in. Holy cow. It's a reunion of Fort Lee Studios. My God. Throw it in. That one's working.
Oh my gosh! What a treat!
Yep.
I've been working
What
with
a-
Greg.
I've been working with Greg. We're trying to get pizza time up and running. He wants to do it from his place. He don't want to do it remotely because he has such great things planned.
That,
for?
You want to eat? You want-
Oh, you want to eat? Do you want?
oh yeah,
You can hang out.
You know what?
I don't know if you want to eat some.
No, I mean, if you wanted to hang out,
Hang out. Just stay here.
I could put some meat right
Have you ever played?
I don't know if you saw earlier.
I don't know if you saw earlier during the week we had Mayaville. We brought Rob Maya back,
Yes.
and he did a show. Yeah, it was great to work with Rob again. He did Mayaville. So much fun. He talked about his appendix. He had his appendix removed. He had an attack, and he told a story where from the time he went into the hospital to the time he got out in surgery was only 20 hours. Basically, they got him in there and they put him right into surgery pretty quickly. And he said that he never misses an opportunity for a good joke. So when he was on the table ready to get put under with the gas, he took a big hit off the gas and then looked at the nurses and said, I just want everybody to know before I got here, I took a very cold shower. So some things might be small. And then he fell asleep. But he said he fell asleep. He could remember the laughter in the room.
Tune in to tell
Yeah.
her story today. I hope
Yeah,
you're
that
recovering well, Mr. Rod Meyer.
Yes. He looks
Cheers
great.
to you.
He's doing great. He was in good health. We had the great Eric Grant
Oh,
Zatin came onto the show. Yes, and he's a very low-key guy, so it was great to have him. Yes, his beautiful wife was on camera for a couple of seconds.
Definitely tune in.
Oh yeah, it's only an hour long. It goes really quick. We were cracking up. You can imagine. We were all, he was down in his house in Jersey City. I was home, and Eric was. Oh my God, my camera keeps on going out. I think it's because of the Wi-Fi. But let me check it real quick. Mine. You know what I'm gonna? Wait, I'm gonna take this camera out.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Why don't you tell us
real quick some of the stuff you've been up to, Silvana? You've been acting. You in a great show that's been around a long time, Murdered by the Mob.
Doing it this Saturday.
Wow.
So go on to murderedbythemob.com. Please get your tickets. We're going to have a whole lot of fun. And yeah. And Chris is going to be joining the cast pretty soon, is what I really heard from the director and manager. I'm doing a swing right now. So because nobody wants to leave the show.
Oh, really? Well, they heard that people from Tony and Tina's wedding want to infiltrate it, and they're afraid they're going to lose their job. But I think people from Tony and Tina's wedding has always been trying to get into that show. A lot of them have been in that show.
He told me that, he wants to bring us in together as the two killers. So right now I'm just swinging for the woman.
Spoiler alert. Yeah.
Did that show last
All
week.
three people.
I did that show last
Yeah.
week. I don't know who I'm playing. He didn't really tell me yet.
Well, we saw the killers roll, and they're the best in the show, at least what we're looking for. Not to give it away too much, guys, but the killers of the show basically sit in the audience as audience members for 80% of the show, just acting like audience members and sitting there. And I said, Jerry Mastroli. Go ahead. He wants to know where you are. Why don't you give it a plug? Where are you?
Of like a ton of shows. He just came out of Los Angeles, actually.
What?
He just came home.
What?
From Los Angeles and went directly to a show that he did as Mae West in Queens, New York. So welcome. We have a star watching us. Yay! Star power.
He says you're wild. Can you read the comments or no?
No,
Hit the comment. Is that the comment? Okay. Guys, check out Jerry Mastrolia on the. We're at a restaurant called The Office, Jerry. The Office. It's in Gothenburg.
Who brings them? Okay, 4 of them. One is my partner for nearly 20 years, and one is my dear friend for over a decade. They both have the same name. Their names are Frank. So I said, Greg, demandingly, bring me my glasses. And the guy up for 20 years was just sitting there, didn't even move. He didn't flinch. He's eating his burger. And my friend Greg jumped out of his seat, almost broke his spine. And here are my glasses. Thank you very much, Greg. Hercules. And you, Greg. Enjoy it. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Guys
It's
are great,
actually-
Silvana Mastrolia.
Actually, Greg's birthday tomorrow.
Oh.
So I
Oh,
can see Chris with me and I'll buy a burger.
oh man.
Happy birthday, Greg. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Silvana can make a burger and a drink just hilarious. It is not a food show, Jerry, but sometimes it spontaneously turns into one because we eat.
To see Chris.
Just to cover
Just to cover a whole
This is
bunch of
his
subjects.
new show. I love this place. Gee, every Tuesday. So next Tuesday we could come here. And Greg, how's the food? Since you've been eating, he's been eating. He loves it. Come over here.
Awesome, excellent.
Excellent.
Greg is very refined. You could see him cutting his burger in half.
Casino, we got some. I don't know, burger. Look at that buffet. I don't know. So a fried chicken sandwich. Excellent. Excellent. He's moaning. But
Every Tuesday at the office. Yes, I do a show every Tuesday at the office here, Jerry. But the office is open up every day. They have a late night happy hour. He's in heaven right now. He's enjoying that great Angus burger that they have here.
So we surprised Chris. We just crashed his show. I crashed his show.
It's. I don't think so, Jerry. It's. It's a small place. It's not a huge place. But they do a bingo night. They do, and they also have a trivia night. Joe Trivia.
They do a bingo night. He
Wednesdays
does
at 7.
bingo as dressed.
Oh, really?
Amazing puppets. He did one at May West in
I
New
will
York City. Every single bar is booking him. He's huge.
Really?
Yeah. So,
Is there any footage of him?
I will talk. Yes, I will talk to them, and we'll all come to this bingo night.
Oh.
Yep. And now
No.
I used to do anything I
Good job. Right back there, yeah.
sit down.
That's why I'm doing it.
Yes.
Guys, from Pizza Time, from Albone's Produce, from what's the show called that we did? With,
What was that?
that
No, that show that you played the detective.
the Murder at the Strip. Yeah, by the great Benny Martello.
We went to
Who's in
sweat
it?
from 1,000 degrees to sweat.
I just walked. They closed the.
You walked here?
They closed it.
Are you plugged in? Make sure this one's in. Okay, Roman's in. Okay, good. Just give me a little Checo when they get up.
I'm so happy to see you.
Yeah, should be left.
Yeah?
I'd like to
How about now?
On you?
You never.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You sound fantastic.
All right.
Oh, you sound loud enough.
So, Silvana, my favorite. I would just watch the Pizza Time episode when you announced us all in Italian.
Oh,
It was-
can I announce it
Yeah, I'm trying to cut up like a little special best moments.
Right now.
No, do you want it? It's up to you. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, this.
Silvana misses the Fort Lee.
I do too.
Very much.
And
I
let
do
me tell
too.
you, one of the
we're gonna try.
greatest talents of all time was, of course, Greg Askeles. I loved Pizza Time. It was so awesome. When he had his Pizza Time, there was a full studio of guests and people supporting.
Lot of
just party.
It's when you buy free beer.
Party.
It was free beer.
Oh my gosh. The
Wait, right,
best
Chris?
Parties.
They said, how are we gonna get people here? Free beer.
Wear this now?
Huh?
It was so fun. And you are so talented. And cheers to you. Great to see you.
Good to
And
see
guys,
you.
I'll let you guys talk. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go eat something. And I'll be back to report about it.
The great Sylvana
Great
Sylvana.
Mastrolia. She'll be back in a couple of. She can have some to eat. But that'll give me a chance to talk to Greg about pizza.
Oh.
I just
We've
want to
been.
show this really quick.
Oh, my
I
God.
want you to have
I
a
just
piece.
moved.
I can't.
Look at that.
I'm on the
This
keto.
this is a flatbread.
Put it back a little bit.
Oh, that beautiful.
Bring it back towards me, my chest. Right there.
And,
pretty good.
and
Something
Greg
else.
says it's
Oh, look at that.
absolutely delicious. Delicious.
The food is very good.
Come down to the office. You have some great. Honey, I had 3 empanadas. Nope. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. No.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I'm talking to Greg. He's taking it out of his fun.
Reagan,
the host of Pizza Time, along with Eddie Bard back in the day. We're bringing it back. We're doing the finishing touches on the studio that he has at his place. Greg, tell us a little bit about the new version of Pizza Time.
Okay. Well, we got a little bit of trouble towards the end. Turned out we were making fun of all people. It was a little too much. We were making fun of the Italian Americans. Now, in no way whatsoever would I ever speak bad about the Italian Americans. Right? Christopher Columbus.
When was that?
I got some mail. And I got some really nasty text messages. Plus, at work, I was getting a little heat from an Italian principal. So we decided, just to take it back a little bit. And then what happened? I think, right? We went into COVID. It got crazy. If my memory serves, no, that's 4 years ago. I don't know, it was a while ago. But we're going to do 2.0. We had to change the name because Pizza Time was taken. So it's Pizza Time and Glory Days. So we're going to bring on some... we're going to, let's see. Let people tell some funny stories about high school or college or whatever, starting their first business. I got some guests. I got a wish list lined up, and I got some good people on it. I'm in talks with a few professional actors are going to come in, real comical actors that are right up our alley. Our demographic is about 22 years old to about 70. It's pretty much a big range. We don't really do politics. It's a show to really just sit back and relax, laugh your ass off. Not really. I really want people to just get away from some of this 24 news cycle, where Republican, Democrat, trans, you're getting smashed with aliens. It's just getting a little out of control. So, me and Chris been talking for a few weeks, and I put some stuff down on paper, and reached out. I have 6 guests already that are coming in. I spoke to Ira Wolf. We're gonna have Ira Wolf in, the famous legend, high school trainer for 20, 25, 30 years. He just got an award over at Columbia Presbyterian. So we're going to have him in to tell us a little bit about that, his life service of everything he did. And I'd love to pick his mind about some of his friends from the 70s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and on. So we're going to have Ira on. He's going to be one of our favorites. We also have Danny McDermott's going to come on. I always say light heavyweight champion. There's no such thing. It's an oxymoron. But he was the lightweight world champion at one time.
What'd you call me?
Lightweight. He's a lightweight. It can't be lightweight either, right? It's got to be like lightweight, something pound. I don't know how the boxing does it, but I get lost after after heavyweight, actually, right? Heavy, lightweight. They have all those wacky names. But
Yeah, something like that or something.
yeah, so we're gonna do that. Danny's gonna come on. Danny's running a gym now down in Edgewater. I went down to take a look at it. Probably gonna do some. I'm gonna do some promotions for him, and he's really funny. He's a funny guy. He lives in the neighborhood. He's a neighborhood guy. Can I have Diet Pepsi? Thanks. And Danny's gonna come on. Danny's got funny stories. Danny's got like mafioso stories. He's got Hell's Kitchen stories. So we get a little down and out.
Hell's Kitchen.
Right? If Hell's Kitchen can talk, right?
I love Hell's Kitchen stories.
Me too.
Holy cow, especially back. I'm so happy that we caught those down and dirty days in the Hell's Kitchen. I remember going there and messing with the
It's
people who hung out outside the Lincoln Tunnel.
oh yeah.
Yelling at them. And I remember going into down on 10th Avenue was like the worst place to be back then. And I remember having slow gin fizz. I was like 17 years old going into a bar and drinking with these people who lived in.
That's your generation would drink slow gin fizz. What is that? Is it a gin? It's gin, right? It's a gin drink.
Yeah,
Is that when they pop it and make it
It
fizz?
was red,
Very sweet.
very sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I remember it being very fizzy too.
Yeah. I had a no. I had a tequila. Oh, tequila popper was the fizzy one, but yeah, we were big. I guess like started drinking. I guess maybe in the mid-teens to, well, I was drinking since 9, but I mean the average person of my age probably drinking for probably about 1988 to until college in the '94. But our drink was like Red Devil. What was the 007 was a big one. It was a combination of vodka. Yeah, Kamikazes was a big one, right? Just think about the bartenders back then having to make all those pictures of like, I can't imagine. I can't, if I drank that now, right? I don't have diabetes, but I'm sure I would the next day. Like all the different types of sugars that were in that stuff. Yeah.
Back in the day you didn't care at all, and then you find out what?
Your body just there, now you feel everything. But back then, you could go to practice the next day and not feel anything. But yeah, I remember 10th Street, 10th Avenue. I drive through there now. I don't see where anything was hidden. I mean, that's the other thing about that time in New York. Like, the police would drive by. Like, we would drink beers in bags and stuff. Like, the big thing was if you had it in a bag, you could drink it. But I don't remember police ever giving us a hard time unless we were in in the middle of a fight or something. But I mean, the ladies of the night, they were just out. They were talking to the police. It seemed like everybody was just on the street, sort of looking out for each other. But I do know that was the Dinkins era. I think the crime was pretty bad. But I'll tell you what, everybody was friendly to us, right? Even all the clubs, the Limelight, right? I used to go to the Factory, and not often, but I was more of a Roxy guy on Fridays. And some Saturday nights we'd go to Twyla. Yeah. Big roller skating fights now. I did my roller skating in Weehawken. Remember Weehawken?
At the Rock.
Did Roxy have roller?
Yeah, I remember we go.
Get out of here, really?
Yeah, the Roxy. I think it became 1018. Didn't it? The Roxy.
Is that what 1018 is now? Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, love.
Thank you, dear. Salud.
Yeah, no, Roxy became a club. Like it was. I mean, I don't know. I thought it was the Roxy was always a club, but yeah, it was Friday nights. It was just amazing. There, we would go to Drama down in. I guess that was Fairview, I think, and then once that closed at like 2:30, we just hit the bridge, come down. It's just. Remember, do you remember?
Formerly Quintessence, I believe.
No, but you know what though?
It's the liquor store now, right?
I think Quintessence was the same owner. That was the guy Jimmy. Somebody told me that. I don't know, but Quintessence was my brother Michael used to say that too. Quintessence was in the lot where like it's like a Japanese food store now where like that's what Dairy Queen used to be. You know that Planet? Yes, that's exactly that's what Quintessence was. But he says Quintessence was jamming it and like mid '80s. He said it was like at the height. It was crazy.
It was small. It wasn't a big place. I remember I went there and it was like, oh, that's what everybody's talking about. And then I went to the Soap Factory.
I was only going to Soul Factory on teen nights. What was Soul Factory on? But did you go for concerts? Like, did you go? Because my brother saw Aerosmith in the Soul Factory.
Oh my
imagine.
God. Holy
Yeah.
cow.
That's like
Was that the slow years when they were like in between
I
and when they became famous? They were the drug years.
Yeah.
I guess,
Yeah, he said it was like more for bands and shows. Like, this was like I think he told me between 76 and like 81, really, or before you, but
Right.
yeah. But I heard from an old football coach of mine, Tony Avillo, really great guy. He saw more bands in there because he was a couple years older than my brother, and he rattled off. I'd be out of turn to say which ones they were, but they were all like popular bands. It was crazy. Yeah, Teen Night was amazing going there. It was like the first time you got to see, like you got to be at a dance, so you weren't at a grammar school dance. You were actually out. Like there could be girls there that were 18 when I was like 14. It was like holy shit. Oops, sorry. Sorry about the cursing.
Guys, these are the kind of stories you're going to hear about on Pizza Time and Glory Days. just old Hudson County stories, and Hudson County is just full of ragers, man. Party people who are the coolest in the world. We're right across the river from Manhattan, so we were right in the mix back in the day. You were going to tell a drama story. Something happened at drama. How many times you get thrown out of drama?
My brother was a bartender, and Abe Garcia was the head bouncer. So he was in with the guy Jimmy. The guy Jimmy was like an Armenian, and he partnered up with this chiropractor. So they own Tribeca. Remember Tribeca up in Fort Lee? Tribeca was another crazy.
Fort Lee.
Yeah, you got a lot of beautiful girls in there from the Bronx. I remember seeing. Jennifer Lopez in there in the. I think I was.
No way.
I was. Let me see. I just got out of college. I was 23 years old, so this was probably 1999, and I went there to get a job. And Abe said, "Yeah, hang out, whatever tonight." And then he goes, "I'll put you on." So I was like, "All right." It was like $75 a night. He put me on the staircase. It's the worst friggin' thing. I had to stand at the staircase. So every time somebody came in, I had to say no jackets upstairs. So now I don't know that upper age. I'm barely, I just started hanging out in clubs. So the women would get pissed, especially if they had a fur coat on, like from the Bronx. You know what I mean? The guys with these long leather jackets. I'm telling them to take their jackets off. Who knows what they're packing? And the only thing that shined that night was besides getting cursed out in Puerto Rican 1,000 times, was that she was in the booth, which was like straight on for me, and she was, I guess, like directing the music with the DJ. It might have been someone she was dating or something at the time, but I was like, wow, like you could tell like she was gonna be a star. Like she just stood out. Like she literally shined. Like she just totally shined. And I was like, wow, is that the girl from Money Train? At the time, I think she did like Money Train or something. And then after that, you just hear about it. Now she's like a conglomerate. I think she bought some network or something. But yeah, Abe Garcia was the head bouncer. He got me the job. So Abe was the one who ran drama down in Fairview. But my favorite story about drama is there was an elderly woman. No, I shouldn't say elderly woman. She was just this kid's mother. But the kid was probably about 5 years older than us. I just saw him recently leaving the 79th Street Market. And the mother was the bar owner. It was a bar. This is on now. If you go to White Castles in North Bergen, right on 91st Street, if you continue down Fairview Avenue, so some of you old heads, that's Dan Kelly Hill. Bullet. You know why it's called Dan Kelly Hill? Guess.
Somebody passed away on it, or
No, that's that's a good guess. That's a good goddamn guess. No, Dan Kelly lived at the bottom, and he had oxes. So that Fairview Avenue that goes all the way down takes you to 9. He lived at the hill, so he would charge you to use his hill to go up to like Kennedy Boulevard or Bergen Line or down to the water, down to River Road. So, and then if your cart or your horses weren't tough enough to get up the hill, if it was muddy, he would hook you up to his oxes and they would pull you up the hill. So I used to hear it all the time, Dan Kelly's Hill from the old guys. So then I looked it up. Sure enough, the guy who owned it, oxes. Yeah, imagine oxes. Imagine trying to go out at night. You gotta wait for the oxes to get you up the hill. But with the way our generation is, right, we'll be fucking pissed, smoking, driving on the thing. But yeah, so my funny, yeah, oxes. You know what? I would love to know that. I wonder if it was his road, if he could just charge. You know what I mean? Like you put up. I heard it was a toll booth. They have pictures. It's like a toll booth, but like a little farmhouse. Like so, if people came to use it, because they have all those windy roads in North Bergen to get up those hills, to get down to the river. I wonder if he just put up a toll, and then just started collecting. Like, hey, a little something here, a little something for the guy.
I'm sure that's
Entrepreneur, right? I would. If they use the oxes, that's going to be a lot more. You know what I mean? And his daughter would charge a fee too. No, but on top of Fairview Avenue, which is Dan Kelly's Hill, was a place called Drama, and it was a bar. We would go in there because we would get served underage, but they had bands. It was a rock club, like a rock bar. And when Drama, the guy Jimmy, opened up Drama, it's on the same block. So Fairview Avenue at the bottom had a club called Drama, and at the top of Fairview Avenue on Bergen Line, close to Bergen Line, had a bar called Drama, right? So It's retarded, but drama was packed. Like they filled up all the No Chase parking lot, all the 7-Eleven used to get like all those blocks, like those residential areas used to get filled. But I went up to, one day. I was with a friend of mine, Steve Somick, and we went into to say hello to the old woman that used to serve us, right? So we go in to say it. We were dressed, we look nice. So she goes, it's down the fucking block. She goes, I go, what are you talking about? She goes, you want to know what do they call you guys? Guidos. Guidos? You Guidos? I said, I'm not a Guido. Call me a Guido, imagine. I might have had a little too much at the time, but not pointy. So I said, I'm not a Guido. It's me. She goes, Vincent? I said, no. I said, Vincent? I said, no, it was my fake ID. I said, I'm Greg. I said, we used to come in. Oh, I remember you, right? So I go, what's the matter? It's like, I go, you seem a little like, a little on nerves. She goes, every Thursday night, they come in droves. They pull up in front, the music blasting. They come in, the girls, TITS hanging out, ASS hanging out, coming in here saying, what's up with the music? What's up with the music? They think that they're in Drama at a dance club. And they're saying like, oh, maybe it's early, it's dead. You know what I mean? So she sued the guy. But I think he took pictures of the bar. He took pictures of the bar and then took pictures of like the club. And I think right around then he was like shutting it down because the town had enough. Like it was packed everywhere. Like, but yeah, let's just say that woman hated Guidos, hated them. But rightfully so. But I told her, I said, you should serve them and tell them that the DJ gets here in a half hour, And she was like, I can't stand them. They're rude. They're like fucking Brooklyn. They're coming here from New York. I'm like, I don't know. I should have welcomed the business. But that's a true story. Drama and Drama, literally, maybe a half a mile apart. How'd he get away with that?
Yeah.
And somebody comes after me for pizza time? Come on. There was like 3. I saw 3 pizza times. Yeah. You got 2 dramas on the same block, and I can't have a pizza time with somebody in California. So we did pizza time in glory days. So
and at the top of Dan Kelly's hill,
at Dan Kelly's hill, yeah. If Dan Kelly knew this, his oxes would be rolling over in their grave. Fucking crazy. But I asked the guy Jimmy about it one time at the liquor store. He was down there. He was like, I didn't even know that place was there. Who knew that place was there? I was like, you're right. Because when we were teenagers, there was nobody in there except for us. I don't know how they stayed afloat. Yeah. But you know what? That's a good guy to get on the show. He's a wildcat, the son. Like he grew up in the bar, like protecting his mom and running the register. I see him. He comes in sometimes. He comes in the GPs, which is another good place if you ever want to eat in Hudson County. It's in Guttenberg. It's right down the block from where we are now. But yeah, I see he's in GPs and I see him at the marketplace. But yeah, so the pizza time's gonna be nostalgic. We're gonna go back into some of our old stories. Unfortunately, we lost a few people that we had on the show. I'm trying to put together a little skit reel for them, because they had some funny things to say, and to keep it light. Like I said, I don't want it to get too dark. And yeah.
You mentioned that there's an actor that you're trying to get to. That was on Oz.
I'm trying to get Dean Winters, Mayhem. He lives right over across the water from, I guess everybody's in New York, right? But yeah, it's just, you know what it is. Everybody keeps saying we got to get a couple new shows. I sent some old shows, right? And we were testing out the equipment back then. But a couple of people just told me, just listen, get a couple shows under your belt, show us the content, and then we'll make a decision. So I don't know if that's a good thing to me or a bad thing, because I'm not really, I mean, it's a good thing, but it is going to be. The show's going to be a little more widespread. It's not going to be as local. There he is, Mayhem. He was in some great stuff. He was in Oz, remember?
Unbelievable. Oz, I don't know if it's underrated or just not as famous as Sopranos and stuff, but it was one of the first HBO series, I believe. There might have been one, and then maybe it was the second one. And I watched
Me too.
The episode, man. The acting was unbelievable. He was on it. What was the guy from Law and Order? The Italian looks like De Niro.
Yeah, there was a lot of guys on there.
He was on it.
You don't see it out like that should be released on Netflix. You know what I mean? I don't know why Netflix doesn't have it. I don't know why The Wire is not on Netflix, or if it is, I don't know. I got to check it out. I wish I could watch those shows again. I have some time to kill. I would really like to do that
Yeah,
before.
it's got to be somewhere, man. I mean, with so much streaming networks, all these shows should be on somewhere. They were so good.
Yeah.
That's
I
interesting.
sort of I abandoned most cable channels. I just went down to the regular package. I did get HBO on demand. I never use it, but because of Netflix, and I love Netflix and I love Amazon. I mean, those are the most of the shows.
Yeah.
Oh, I keep hearing Greg. That is weird. Yeah, but I abandoned most of those shows because my cable bill. I have a one bedroom apartment. My cable bill was $260. That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, it's insane.
It goes up another $60. It's like a car payment, like for fucking cable. How much TV do you want?
I had HBO, not HBO. I had YouTube TV, and YouTube was TV. They gave you all the channels.
Yeah, I like it. I have that. Yeah, I like that
It's
too.
easy to record the show, but then I just wasn't watching it. I was watching just regular YouTube documentaries and stuff like that.
Me too.
And I was like, I'm done. I'm done. And now I watch the Dabbleverse, the Stuttering John.
I know you tell me about that. I gotta watch it. I can't get over the fact I was asking Chris that they have. It's basically a podcast that makes fun of his podcast, right? That's
And
awesome
they
to me.
more money than he does, considerably more money, and it just drives him crazy. He can't sue them because there's something called transforming, meaning you're taking someone's content but you're making it different, and they're letting you do it, which is kind of weird, you know?
We gotta look into that because we can get a little crazy then on Pizza Time. You know,
Yeah.
if we could get away with showing other people's content, there's a lot of whack. There's a lot of great people out there that I'd love to get on that I probably couldn't get them on because they don't want to travel. They don't want to travel here.
Yeah, that's Well, we should StreamYard them in and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But it's so easy to get in touch with these people now.
Yeah.
With links, and they're on Twitter and on here. You could just say, come on the show, and all they got to do is hit the freaking button, and they're on your show from their phone. They could be at a movie at a con, and just come on there real
It's
quick.
amazing.
So that's what I want to try and do too. Get that organized, but that would be great too. For the show.
Yeah, I'd love to do that. There's a couple things too. I wrote some skits so Pizza Time, and I spoke to you about this a little bit in depth. Is I wanted almost to be, I would say more viewer producer added. Like it's something where I want the viewers to be more producers also. When people are commenting in, like, hey, let's, why don't you go in this direction, or why don't you, or maybe I know this so and so, and maybe they'll come on and talk to you about the '80s and the '90s, the early 2000s. If it's someone they know, I would love to. I would love to have the audience participate as much as they can, which was great last time. Right? We had all those people commenting in, which was pretty funny.
Yeah.
And then it's almost like you get a sense of their character. The people that are chiming in or writing in and telling us to say certain stuff. I think that was one of the best parts I thought about the show, because what's funny, like when you talk about Facebook, and Eddie Bartulovich had said this once, when you're on Facebook, before Facebook, you went to high school with a lot of people. Yes, when you run into your friend, you haven't talked to him in 10 years, but you start right back on that beat. You know what I mean? And now with Facebook, he's like, he was saying to a couple of girls he went to high school with that he's like, now that we're on Facebook together, he's like, I know when you have cramps, like I know when you had a cheeseburger, like now you know everything about everybody, But it's on Facebook, like we didn't realize how many people, right, that were like chiming in that had the same sense of humor. Like some of those people I went to high school with, and I never really got a chance to really talk to them. Because I went to a big high school. I think we graduated 2200. So, you can't really meet everybody. I mean, if I met them, I maybe, there was a lot of kids in those upper classes I never really got a chance to talk to. I wasn't in honors or anything like that, those kids. But like a lot of them were really funny kids, and they would chime in the show and saying some funny things, and it was good. Like it was sad in a way for me. Like I wish I would have hung out with them a little bit more in high school. Because we were, now that you're adults, like how many times you fade away with some of your friends from high school, and you find new friends that you're on the same level with, that you have the same sense of humor, and so that's why I really think the show would be great if it's audience produced.
Yeah.
And I
Well, if you watch one of the episodes of the Uncle Rico show, people could write in, and you have to read what they write in. So they're telling jokes, they're writing funny stuff.
Come on.
So they're part of the show, and then some of them are really talented. They make cartoons or make something, about the show.
Really?
And they send it in, and they get plugged. And the host of the show told them, going on the YouTube page, they got all of this stuff.
love that.
They're, these people who aren't out there regularly or something, and they're talented like that, you could give them a venue just to show their talents, plug them, and just build a network up.
Oh, Chris, that sounds amazing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
It's
Because
so easy to do now.
I was, what, we had a little bit of that, which was funny. We had Mike Ciccarelli, who was he was our infield correspondent, but he didn't want to be the infield correspondent. He wanted, because he thought he was out in the field. So we had to call. He wouldn't do it unless we called him an outfield correspondent. But you know what? Sometimes you have to give in to talented people, and creative people who you want to make them happy. So the producer and me said,
Right.
let's call Mikey the outfield producer. And I'll tell you what, once he became the outfield producer, he produced so much more. But then he got a little carried away with himself. He, fame went to his head.
Did he?
Yeah, remember he wouldn't pay for pizza anymore. So I used to have to sneak there after school and pay the pizzeria guy, and then make sure the pizzeria guys told him it was for free. Like he didn't accidentally get charged by the little cute high school girl at the counter, and then they say no. I had to do that. And the problem where I ran into, he found out at what's that pizzeria down? It's in North Bergen, but it's on the Edgewater on River Road. It's a firehouse with the big front firehouse door. It's got a little bit of a Spanish flair. Porto Pizza, not the one in Jersey City, but there's a Porto down there. And I went down there and I paid them. And unfortunately, one of my friends, who's a rapper, he doesn't rap anymore. I guess he's making pizza there. He told Mike that I was there earlier. He's, I saw your boy Greg was here. Oh, you came in to pay for the pizzas. And Mike went, what? You paid for this pizza? Remember he came back, he threw a temper tantrum? Came back into the studio. He says, he's like, you're stupid for paying. We're doing them a favor. And then that it just snowballed from there. Then he had demands. He wanted to do, a whole series on calzones. I asked him to do the research, but I don't want to get into it. That's semantics. But we're going to do a show. I promised him when Pizza Time comes back.
He got a lot of reaction, Michael. He got a lot of people writing about him.
Yeah,
and
people
stuff
love
like
him.
that.
People love him.
Yeah. But like you said, your show
The memes.
started with getting memes of Michael.
Remember?
Yeah.
And
They weren't very complimentary, but
I thought they were.
you were taking viewer-produced
Content.
items. Sure, yeah.
What was your favorite meme, you think? There was some good ones. I think, you know what? They got clever. What happened was they put them, we were talking about Hudson County Park. I love Hudson County Park. That's part of another history show. But Chris walks it every day. If anybody wants to stalk him and push him in, but he's around the lake.
Oh my God, I think about it all the time. Man.
I saw a guy fall in there. I used to walk the lake when that one October, it was beautiful. I'd get out before the sun, and I saw a guy get out of his car. So I'm coming this way around the lake. I see him get out right away. He's on his phone. He's okay. I guess he's probably trying to get his music right, And he walked right into the lake, but he fell into the lake with all the mosses. So he went into the moss, and the moss went over him. So I ran to him.
Oh.
So he basically stood up because the water was up to here, but I don't know why his whole body went in. I guess he tried to go limp or something. So he jumps up. He doesn't have his phone. He's got to go back in. He gets the phone. He pushes himself up on the rock. I go, "You all right, man? You all right?" He goes, and then he walked. So what I did was I took my phone out and I followed him all the way to his car with the wet foot spots all the way through. And he got a car. Are you sure you're all right? Yeah, something like that. I think he might have been a little toasty for the night before. But I think he's getting his run. He's getting his walk in right in the lake. He went right into the moss. But the other thing was, but Mikey Chick, they put him on a jet ski in Hudson Woodcliff Lake, Hudson County Park, and he didn't like that. He didn't want people to think that he was doing a jet ski in Hudson County Park.
In the picture.
Yeah.
Did it look that real?
To me, it did. I'm not good with graphics, but then the next one, he thought people were mocking his religion. he somebody put in. Remember, it was Good Friday. It was a Wednesday. We were doing the show right before Good Friday, and someone put him as Jesus coming in on the donkey on Good Friday into Jerusalem,
I remember that.
and he got really upset about that one. And then they did some other silly ones. They made him.
Yeah, he took a
He
lot.
did. He
took
did.
a lot.
But remember, he swore Wayne Zidin as mayor with on the pizza box from he dressed as a Domino's guy. Wade loved it, but you know what's funny? It was a black guy, so the arms were black, but it was Mike's face with the pizza hat on. Yeah, he got. I don't know why he got upset about that. Was the best one, I thought. But yeah,
He just thought he was being goofed on a lot.
Yeah.
You know. I guess we were, but
I like to.
it became organically. It came up, and that was it. But he wanted his own show. We almost started his own show up there. But
Spin-off.
he kind of like checked out.
He's doing pretty good now. He does a lot of restaurants.
We were talking to him.
Oh, you did? Yeah.
He's doing, he's getting. I think he said one video got 120,000 views.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
So it's kind of like once you get into that algorithm,
Right.
it'll just spread and stuff. And Michael, he does a lot of stuff. Goes to a lot.
He's got energy. He's got energy.
Yeah.
And he's a good character too. Like you see him when the deli guy behind the counter. Turns out he goes to some deli out. I forget where it was. Pretty far out though. And the guy grew up on 37th Street in North Bergen. It was a crazy little area down there. But yeah, nice guy. But yeah, the guy come behind the counter, all this other stuff. That guy has 250 views. It was funny. Thank you, love. And yeah, Mikey's doing his own thing. I love it. But yeah, I'm just trying to get Mikey back on the show because he's fun. He's fun, right, Chris?
Yeah.
And he's good.
He's awesome. He's into it, and he's got content, and he's one of us.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, I mean,
my
you
elbow.
guys are very close, man. So
But I'm gonna try to get him and his mom on the show. His mom's a character, great woman. Dealing with Michael John her whole life. But I run into her in the parking lot. She lives in my building. Great woman. Yeah. Thank you.
I'm gonna call my mom real quick. Here.
Please.
I didn't talk to her, so I just want to say hello and good night to her. It's around her bedtime.
You're a good egg, Bullet. You're a good egg.
It's the least I can do for this wonderful woman who brought me up. Let's see if she picks up. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, Ma. You're on the air right now. You're on the Chris from the Office show.
Oh, hello from the office show. How are you?
I'm not bad. The show's going great. I'm here with the great Greg Askeles, the beautiful Silvana Mastrolia, and her handsome boyfriend, Greg Decker. She said hello.
I'm glad I'm on the air with them.
Yes, you're on the air. Alive. Grab a picture of her on Facebook. How's that going? We really don't talk politics on the show. But yes, I know. The show's going good. We've been going for an hour and 45 minutes so far. We got another 15 minutes left. But oh, you did? Really? She didn't let. She tuned in for 5 minutes so on it, and she had to turn it off because she wasn't having fun.
Wait, she turned it off because she wasn't having fun with me?
Yeah.
He watched it for 10 minutes.
He watched it for 10 minutes.
Imagine.
Imagine.
This is me and
There's my mom. This is me and my mom.
Ah,
Yes.
great picture.
I may not hear you, but you're always in my heart.
I love you.
Oh, I love you, Mom.
I just wanted to play.
I just wanted to call you. I didn't want another night to go by. I missed you last night.
That's okay. I know that we're not to hear you just on your face at home.
Yes,
But
I
I
know.
don't like to bother you.
You don't bother me ever. But I will be by tomorrow to drop off my clothes. I mean to see you and say hello.
I hope everybody knows that
Let's clear something up. It's you. You asked me that if you can do my clothes. Well, oh no, whatever. I know you enjoy doing it, so why not?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Who doesn't enjoy folding their son's clothes and washing them?
Exactly. So, how was the show going?
The show's going great. I had Savannah and her boyfriend surprised me by showing up, and then Greg surprised me for showing up. And so the show just took a turn. I did hours and hours and hours of research to get my show together, and then boom, everything gets blown out of proportion. Maybe it took about 10 minutes.
That's good. That's good. That's what makes it fun, honey.
Yes,
Yes.
but
Okay. All right. So are you down at the office now?
we're at the beautiful office on 68th Street and Park Avenue, formerly the Rainbow
I know.
Lounge, and we're just closing
I know
up here.
exactly. I was there already.
So how many times did you get thrown out of the Rainbow Lounge, Evelyn?
I've never been thrown out of anywhere.
No,
No.
never.
No.
That
Why
tavern?
would I be thrown out of any place?
How about that
For
one?
me, I don't drink.
What was that ice cream parlor that used to hang out with Aunt Eugenia? What was it called? Godfrey's?
It was Abel's.
Abel's.
What
Hang out
street?
at Abel's. Was that on Burger Line Avenue, Ma? What street?
Line Avenue on 57th Street.
Oh, 57th Street.
Oh,
Yeah.
Where'd you
Where'd you used to hang out in North Bergen, Ma? Any places?
In North Bergen? No, not really.
No.
Not really. No, because we couldn't walk. We was underage. We couldn't drive.
Right.
So we'd go up from Memorial High School and it's right on 57th Street. You know, Memorial was on, 54th. So we'd go up to Burger Line Avenue and it was on 57th.
Oh,
nice.
Right by
So cool.
right.
where your father used to work.
And you used to go to the original Rispoli's Bakery.
Rispoli's first bakery was in Union City at that time.
Oh, it didn't start in West New York.
No.
Oh.
No, I think it was in Union City. Rispoli's.
Really?
If I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. I didn't
Oh, you didn't drive. Okay.
No. Okay.
I'll check
So
that out.
anyway, have a wonderful time.
Thank you.
And what time are you on till?
Another 13 minutes, then I'm going to pack it up and call it a night, but I just wanted to call you real quick.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're
Thank you for thinking about me.
Yes.
Okay. I'm fine and I'm safe. Don't worry.
All right.
Oh, it's good stuff.
Okay?
Come by
All right.
tomorrow,
I'll
right?
talk to you tomorrow.
I love you, Ma.
Love you too, babe.
Right. Great Evelyn Suter, son of wife of Paul Suter. It's the best to call, Ma.
What, honey?
My best to call.
He's in bed already.
Oh, lucky him.
Yeah.
Had a good life. He's already-
Really. Okay.
All right, Ma.
But you like to stay up late.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Have a good night. Sleep well. Bye-bye.
The
Great Evelyn Suter checking in. What's better than that?
I chickened out. I wanted to ask your mom. Did you ever hear about that?
Oh.
She's still. I chickened out. You guys, that was a freaking cute conversation. I didn't want to ruin it. She's like, who's this fucking this ogre? There's a triangle. She went to Memorial, right? I assume, right? So
Yeah.
54th, that is. If you were to go out Memorial back in the day, I think the main entrance would be on Palisade Ave. I think, right? Memorial's main entrance, I think, was on the opposite side, and I could be
I don't
wrong, but I forget who told me this story, but I checked it out. So if you walked out of Memorial's main entrance and you look to the Hudson River, there's I don't know what it represents, but it's a white triangle, like it almost looks like an Aztec pyramid. You ever see that thing?
Yeah, it's a war
It's a war memorial. Well,
Yeah.
that used to be the reason why they put it there. I think that was a war memorial for maybe memorial students who died in the war, and I could be making that up also. But if you came out of Memorial's main entrance, you stared. They made it exactly straight ahead, line of sight, And originally, one part I heard that you weren't allowed to build in that line of sight because it was a war memorial, and I'm pretty sure it tied into the school because I know Memorial had a lot of guys that went. They fought in World War II. My dad told me this that Caviello had some great teams. Joe Caviello was a great New Jersey coach and coached a lot of great places. But Memorial is where yeah, legend. I think he went 77 wins straight. I think it still might be a state record. I could be wrong with that too, though. It's been a while. But Joe Caviello told him that a lot of guys went to war. So think about it. Maybe some of those guys were older. So say you're a junior in high school. You're 18. You went to war. A lot of guys, he said, that were from Hudson County after Pearl Harbor, 16, 17, they joined the military and they went. They didn't. They went in early. It's like 2 years. My uncle went in at 14. By the time they found him, he was 16, 17. They sent him home, and then he was able to rejoin again when he was 18. Yeah, he was a little wild man. But supposedly some of those memorial teams, like Joe said that if the kid left when he was a junior at 18, he went to war for 2 years, maybe caught the tail end. They came back, they had to finish high school. So then you're playing against a kid who's 21 to 22. So like high school sports were great like that. They'd let you finish out your high school career. Not like what happened with COVID and all that stuff. But if check this out, if you ever look at that war memorial, and then if you obviously have to go around whatever that block that is, right, to go up, and then you go all the way straight up. Memorial's there, and the entrance is there. So if you cut through the block, if you were looking directly through, how far this way and how far this way, line of sight. Right. But it's amazing to me that well, obviously progress you have to build. Yeah. Memorial was a very populated city, so I guess and it could have got lost. Sometimes that historical stuff gets lost in translation.
Oh, it got lost with us because I lived right around.
And you never heard that, right?
From it, and I used to go to there, and we used to
on that thing.
The memorial and
yes, like steps.
Like you said, it was a pyramid with steps. And then all of a sudden, cop car used to come, and the cops.
You think about it now, right?
Oh my God!
I would have probably, it's like Ozzy peeing on the Alamo. He didn't know where he was, Right. But you think about a war memorial. You never would have did that if you realized the sacrifice those people did, especially you. You're a goddamn red-blooded American. So no, bullet is.
And the older you get, of course, you realize what it is. But they got it fenced off now, and
it is fenced off.
But it still looks beautiful.
Yeah, but it's pretty.
And they got like
is there like a tariff gun on it? Oh man!
They got one of those. We used to climb on that freaking thing.
Meanwhile, they probably grew up with those guys at the cops at that time. But yeah, that's a little history tidbit. I don't know who told me. I was definitely in a West New York old head.
We'll just close up.
Close up another 5 minutes and stuff. I used to play football over there and just.
That's a beautiful little section over there. It's a nice little park area.
Oh yeah, with the killer view of the city.
There's a basketball court close to there too, right? That's down. You come off and you go down, right?
Yeah, that's up on by 65th Street. You never know it's
there.
Yeah. You know it's there. A lot of shenanigans happen.
Oh, I'm sure. I can imagine the fights, right? Because West New York's very competitive, especially in basketball. But I was rehabbing my knee in my senior year in high school, and the trainer moved from out of town. The guy who was rehabbing me. And he told me about he's like, you play basketball? I was like, yeah. He's like, I think you're ready. Maybe you should start, doing some lateral stuff. So I was like, he's like, you want to come up there to play basketball? I went up to watch him play. I never got in a game because it was packed. People drinking 40s everywhere, hanging out. This is 1993. 1993. Sorry about that.
Still come in and say goodnight. We're gonna wrap it up.
I know that guy.
Please.
Okay.
You know that dude?
I know that dude.
We're gonna add you to the stage, guys. We got about another 6 minutes. We're just gonna let Silvana, the beautiful Silvana Mastoria, join in.
Beautiful bartender and waitress tonight. That tonight is Tequila Tuesdays. Tequila Tuesdays. And she just made me this little Tequila Margarita Tuesdays, and she just made me this incredible margarita, and it is so delicious along with everything I had tonight. I will be back next week.
That
Oh,
would
you
be
got so happy
fantastic.
just now. And he's gonna, I can't even believe that this was both a surprise.
It was.
I know,
I thought
I
to-
can't believe it.
I thought it was Wednesday, right? And when I looked and saw it was Tuesday, I was like, yes. And no, seriously, I thought tonight was Tuesday. When I looked, I saw Tuesday. I thought it was Wednesday. I said, Chris is at the office, and I ran over here.
Oh my God. What an incredible time. What a great
I'm so happy you guys came in. You
night.
can't imagine.
And it was so great to run into you.
Yes.
Oh my God. We're going to have more margaritas, guys. There's still time to come down. I don't know what time they close.
I think
12.
I think 12.
Come hang out, come down
I
there.
think at 12 you can come down and
Margaritas,
have.
6 till close, special, $10. $10. Margarita. Oh my God.
We can get a margarita.
Where you can get a margarita for $10?
Beautiful.
A
So
beautiful
good.
place,
It's
very
so-
clean.
That's the first thing I said when
Yeah.
I came and I walked up to the bar and I was like, let's get a drink or whatever. And I said, this place is so clean.
Yeah.
I love it. I want to eat here. I'll eat here. And then I had some food
I see.
and it was absolutely delicious. We had, what do we have? The spicy chicken sandwich and the shrimp scampi or something like that. And
Shrimp scampi.
The garlic shrimp
yes,
scampi, the garlic.
I just had garlic. I'm sorry
Yeah.
if I smell.
I know, nothing
Oh
wrong.
my gosh, garlic.
I could
There's
smell
nothing
you from here.
worse. However, and the flatbread,
You
the
could catch some-
flatbread is the most delicious. For those of us that are not on keto, let me tell you, it is the most delicious thing that you can have. And I'm taking some home, and wings and things and everything was just excellent, delicious, including the drinks, and especially the margaritas, darling. The margaritas. Cheers! Cheers!
It's Wildcat.
Cheers, I sure am.
You can catch Silvana.
You can catch Silvana on Murdered by the Mob.
Saturday
Broadway
night, guys,
show.
get your tickets. Murderedbythemob.com. It's such a fun
back at the
party
theater.
time, and I don't know who I'm gonna play, but I could be sitting right next to you, and you might not even know it.
Ooh.
Great off-Broadway
Oh,
show
the
that's
off-Broadway
playing in
show
Hell's
that's
Kitchen.
playing in Hell's Kitchen.
Very easy to get to,
Very
guys.
easy to
Take
get
the
to,
bus
guys.
to
Just take the
Port
bus to the
Authority,
Port
walk
Authority and walk one
It's
block.
at the Iron Bar.
It's at the
Yes.
Iron
And the name of the
Bar.
room is the Secret
And
Room.
the name of the
Yes.
room is the Secret
And
Room.
it's a secret,
And,
and you can only get down there with a ticket.
I'm totally going.
And you can also
Oh,
catch
You can also
darling,
catch
I
Silvana
love
and
you.
Gabon's Produce.
I'm live from
I'm
Jersey.
live
with
from
me and
Jersey
Silvana.
with me and
You can catch her in
Silvana.
Miami
You can catch her
or
in
Bust a
Miami
Movie.
or Bust a Movie.
And there's some couple of things coming up.
What else?
I
is there?
will. I'll keep you posted. I do. I do have.
Yes,
Oh.
she told me this.
Yes,
so
you
big.
told me
I
this some things
know.
in the work.
Yeah, we're just sprinkling love everywhere. And the latest episode of Gavon's Produce is.
I just-
Am I on the cutting
I
room
just
floor?
reposted the episodes. I don't know. Did you know that?
No, it's
Yes, I did.
No, it's
I-
just I need to get into the
Oh,
editing,
okay.
I need to get Greg film.
and I need to get Greg
Okay.
film.
Once I get Greg film.
And once I get Greg film, then we can finish the episode.
Awesome.
We're gonna bring back.
And
all
we're
the
gonna
old
bring back all the
cast
old
members.
cast members
Oh,
Lazy
that
about Michael
I've been
Ciccarelli.
lazy
I wanna
about.
thank
Michael
for
Ciccarelli. I
being,
want to thank Michael
so
for being
verbal on today's show,
so
writing
verbal
in
on
many
today's show,
times.
writing in many
The great
times.
Jerry
The great
Michael.
Jerry Mastrolia. Check out Jerry's link in the
chat.
chat.
Show
Show what he's doing. A great entertainer.
Just an old soul. He loves doing
Just
all
an
these
old soul. He
characters.
loves
And
doing all
he-
these old
He
characters. From,
just very well may be doing his bingo nights live here from the office because their bingo person just resigned. Somehow had to move
What?
away. And I
What?
just showed all of Jerry's bingo stuff to this lovely girl. And
Unbelievable.
yeah,
That would be
it
great.
would be. It would be.
Be very interesting.
Yeah, it would be
is it really bingo?
Yes, it's really bingo.
Tuesday on Tuesday. They
It's
used
really
to
bingo.
have it on Wednesdays.
And
Joe
trivia,
Trivia.
trivia's
Wait, there's
tomorrow
bingo
night.
bingo here?
Trivia's very,
Oh
very
wow!
interesting.
I never played bingo.
Bingo
Oh,
I never played bingo.
Okay,
but I
so
think
Jerry does it in drag.
I
Jerry
never
does it in
played bingo.
drag.
I never. There used to be a place,
May West.
By
I'm gonna
Big-
show you right now.
May West Bingo. Is that something special?
Oh, actually, Chris, can I show you?
Guys, thank you so much for watching.
Guys, thank you so much for watching tonight. Greg, tell us about Pizza Time, Glory Days one more time.
Well, Chris, I came to see you. I think we're ready to go next Wednesday. Want to do next Wednesday? I got to check. We'll talk after this. I don't know what works for you. I have.
Okay. One more time.
Greg, why don't you come say hi?
Come on.
Greg, come on.
Come on.
Say hello.
Look, they're both
Please,
asking.
Greg.
Come on.
I wanted you to come on. Come on. Guys, this is Greg Deco.
He's gonna be
This is the accidental accident. All of a sudden.
Fried chicken down.
So
You
Greg,
got that fried chicken sandwich.
You chickened out.
Great. You should try it.
Let me give you a little
let me give you a little
background.
background on Greg.
Greg was our biggest supporter
In
I love those
anything
glasses.
we did. Tony and Tina's wedding, he used to come to the show, whatever we did creatively. And then he became an actor himself. He did Murdered at the Strip on the Strip. And then he became the lead actor in a show called The Zombie Wedding.
Oh, I remember that.
Zombie wedding.
It's still going.
It's playing September 13th across
Listen,
That's a great Halloween show.
in America.
It was a good. It was a
Listen,
good.
you know
good
what?
live show. It was a great. Chris was there. You know.
I was there.
You were there.
I went. That was awesome. I'm gonna go this year. I love Halloween events.
September.
yeah, it would be a great thing, but I don't want to talk about the whole story behind it, but it is a movie now. And it started as an off-Broadway show, and Greg was the lead actor. He was the lead zombie. He was amazing. I was so proud of him to see, and he was just so natural. And he played a zombie. It wasn't like he was playing Greg. So he was playing a whole different character. And he was great with the audience.
Came out natural. Chuck A.
He was just tremendous. And he wound up doing Tony and Tina's wedding. He probably played 2 or 3 different roles in it. Greg, tell us about your transition from, real quick, from being a civilian to being an interactor, the hottest interactor in New York history. Go ahead. Please. Yours. Checo.
Check.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes. Tell us about acting, Greg.
Yeah, I just got asked to do stuff. That's it.
Take direction.
That's it. You know, as one famous, what was a Greek philosopher said, "You're Greek, you can do anything."
Oh my God.
Let me tell you.
I love that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Chris asked me to be.
Who loves the Greek? Who loves the Greeks more than the Greeks?
So true.
So no, Chris actually he actually was my first. Was that my first show with you, Chris?
Yes.
I think so.
Yep. And I asked Chris, what about this?
Chris asked me to be in this show.
That's true. You asked him this.
I was also in Pizza Time on the background.
I was
I
actually.
did a little bit of monitor, a little switching there.
I had to follow you though.
Do that.
I had to follow you in a role. Do you remember this? I played last minute. I got a call. I had to get up to somewhere up north. You got moved up to some other role at Tony and Tina's wedding. I got stepped into the game. I was the photographer. I became the photographer. That was my only Tony and Tina's performance. You got
was my first role.
which one was?
The photographer was also
Yeah, that was my first. Well, my only role. But yeah, you got moved up, and then I got in the game. Coach put me in.
Chris gave me a role.
Yeah,
in that
kid.
too.
you know.
I had a great night that night. It was a wonderful time.
I didn't.
Yes, I remember that.
That was Miami Mike's. Miami Mike put it on and for a fundraiser. And Miami Mike, he had a place up in, I want to say Sparta. I want to say somewhere north like that. Sparta maybe.
East Hand.
East Andover. That was it. That was it. Yeah. But that was a good night. Yeah. You had a lot of a great cast.
Yeah.
You had some woman from.
Well, I mean, you put Savannah and Greg in.
Forget it.
And me and Greg, we did the Murder at the Strip together.
Murder it. We did do Murder at the Strip. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that was good. What was your character name? Do you remember?
It was Barack.
Barack.
Barack
Yeah.
from Chicago.
Yeah, so
Oh, no,
it
you
was,
weren't from Chicago. You
It
didn't
was
like
a shawarma guy.
just improv and making up his own stuff. That was Greg's debut. Acting debut.
That was
And boy, did Greg step up. It was a huge role for Greg to come out on. It wasn't even like he was a little extra on the side. He was the lead detective.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we were rehearsing it.
Remember? Oh my God. I was so nervous. The night before, I cried. I cried the night before. Like I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this.
Drinking at the bar before the show.
I couldn't get my nerves down. I couldn't get my nerves down. So I went to the bar. I ordered a pint of vodka club soda with a splash of cranberry. I sucked it through a straw, and then I asked for a second one. Right, sucked it through a straw. So that's 10 shots. And I asked for a third, and then the bartender goes, "Is everything all right?" I go, "No, it's not. I gotta go up on stage and play a cop." I go.
You were so great. You were fantastic. You fucking killed it.
Nah,
You
he's great.
rolled over tables. You did like stunts. You did your own stunts.
I think it got crazy. When the vodka kicked in, things got crazy.
Arresting everybody. Everybody was under arrest.
Well, I wasn't sure who did it.
I know. That was fantastic.
Thank you. You're too kind. You're too kind.
Oh my God, no, it's a joke. You're my phone is going off, guys. I'll be right back. Anyhow.
Oh, okay.
Do you have to call your mom?
No, I actually, no, I don't have to call my mom.
Oh, one more time.
I do actually. I do.
Everybody's home on.
So we're doing some sound checks.
Let me
Yes, let me just try
Is that a
one
lot
more
of-
thing here.
Here, take these. Hold on. Take these.
No, we're all good. It's all good.
If I sit too long, I can't. My body coagulates. Here, take these.
Where are we
Just
at?
sit right on here. Sitting in front of this. No, I'm done.
They can hear me.
That's all right. We're finishing up anyway.
So that was
We're here with the Greg.
The great Greg Deckos.
The great Greg Deckos, and we're going to finish up with him.
So happy that
And,
you came
just
down.
so happy that you
and
came
surprised
down
me,
and
Greg.
surprised me, Greg.
It just shows what
It just shows what
person
the
you
great
are,
person you are, what a great friend you are. I've known you for years.
I met you by
I met you by chance at Joe
Joe's
Orecchio's
party once.
and then we lost touch, and then all of a sudden you came back into our lives.
And
Just
just so happy.
Genuine guy,
very
talented, and I just want to thank you so much for being you, Greg.
Handsome too.
Every
guys.
time,
Yes.
I want to thank you too for being you, Chris. You know,
Oh, you're more than welcome.
you know, 'cause you're great at what you do. You know what I mean? So, and, we gotta check out the new Gavones that's coming out, right? You mentioned that. There's gonna be new material, so that's everybody. You know, we can't wait. We can't wait to see what your crazy mind has. You know,
Well, my crazy mind needs crazy people to be involved, and you guys are
Alright.
just so loose and so willing to give. Guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We're at the office in beautiful Guttenberg, New Jersey, and listen, we're going to be here every Tuesday, guys. Stop down, say hello if you want. You can check out previous episodes on YouTube. Well, we're going to be here every Tuesday at 7. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel, the CDP Network on YouTube. Trying to get my subscribers up to 1,000 so I can get monetized. So if you don't mind, just hit that subscribe button. And you can catch all the shows that we're going to do on this network. Along with great videos that I've been uploading on Gavones Produce and just stuff that I did from years ago that are sitting in a box doing nothing. Stuff on Crazy Cabbie, stuff with the Howard Stern show and stuff like that. Bringing back some of the old stuff. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. It's really fun for us to do this. Look for Meyerville on Thursdays on this network. Look for Pizza Time and Glory Days coming up. And Lord knows what else we're going to be doing once the school year starts. So, again, guys, thank you. Have a great night. I'll see you down the road. Be safe, be well, and be kind to others, and don't take shit from anybody. Thank you, and thank you again.